car on the wrist, pulling the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pulling the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, pulling the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pulling the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole 40 all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone.
Ready up. 44. Mike, 44. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check 99. Check 99. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, wahoo.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go. 30 base. Watch the slant. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Costello. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
Back to throw. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, orbit.
Off play action. Costello. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Costello. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double. 44's Mike. Check. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Hey, Delta. Don't let it breathe. Ready.
2nd and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Ready? 52's the mark. Check. 52's the mark. Watch the curl. Check. Get it.
On the run, it's Pumphrey.
Check.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go! Hey, exit.
They run with Pumphrey. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike 52. All right, T, let's all right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Set 60 Pittsburgh. 53, Mike 53. I got hit.
Looking to throw. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. Rock it. Go. Get it.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame, get used to the ground.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Ready, set.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires here's one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the eye. 61, matchbox lights.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. I'm counting. 6-6. Pull it high. Smooth. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Five. Ready?
Looking to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Get it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Costello. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check 24. Check 24.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
60 or. Pilot, 64. Wait.
To throw on second down. Costello. Throw left side to Higgins. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Yo, go. Hit it.
Back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point safely through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. Here I come again.
Bravo.
42, Mike 42.
To throw again. Costello. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You ready?
53 is the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the run.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Come on.
Go.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
Cut up.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello, and he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
A 44-yard attempt.
Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Delta. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Kermit. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I got one. Get it.
2nd and 6. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go. 30 base. 51. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Again, it's Pumphrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Now.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mack Wilson. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We got this. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Alpha!
They'll set up to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game.
I got you, boy.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
56. Mike.
Yeah.
56.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hit it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Costello. That's going to be caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Set 70, Indy. Let's get in there. Ready?
From the gun, Costello. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Leo.
36.
Watch the safety creep. 25. 6-6. Pull it high.
Watch twist.
Go.
2nd and 2. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Smooth.
Back to throw here. He's got Jack Doyle. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Five.
Mike 51.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hey, Echo.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it go. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Back to throw. Costello. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. It's Henry. But he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, orbit.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Shit. Watch out.
Let go.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Double up.
Ready.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And you saw.